I am looking absolutely fabulous. Hello, welcome in. I really just don't care. I'm over here watching a TV show, doing some major channeling. I just got my coffee from Costa Rica, which has no pesticides. And let me tell you, I feel high on life. Like high on life. I did not realize how many pesticides they had in the coffee, and somebody mentioned it to me, and I find that as a sign from the universe. So I did some research and double checked. I bought myself some shade coffee, and let me tell you, it's like day and night. There's no jitters, there's no brain fog, there's no stress. So if you drink coffee, please look into shade coffee or coffee that is grown without pesticides from other countries. You can get on Etsy for like $20. It's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, I'm sitting here watching a TV show, going over my awakening. Like everything is kind of like coming in together. And I feel like somebody is going to have some kind of information about what I'm finding. So I just purchased something and the total was 72.27. 1 second, baby. And when I looked it up, I didn't put angel number. Usually I put angel number and it'll have a message. Well, I only put 7227. And something came up about the Truth and Healing Commission on Indian boarding school policies, which I find very significant because I'm in the process of finding the truth and wanting to heal some school systems and the Masons, the grid work that they've done because of Cornerstone. And I'm watching Wednesday and they're talking about Crackstone and how they put the there's been a lot of cover-ups and misrepresentations to people who are able to tap into their supernatural abilities, which is just our natural way of being, and you know, making them seem like they're crazy and we need to burn them at the stake. Again, Salem, 1960 or 1600s. Mason, I was just led to Mason, Texas, which I had no idea all this was going to connect, which I did for the Lion Gate portal and the Aquarius full moon, and it was in Mason, Texas, which has to do with the two rivers, which also connects to the Wheel of Time, which they just canceled, which I find very significant. I know this sounds like a lot of gibberish, but I feel like somebody's gonna, even if it's just for one person, cool. So as I continue, there's also for 7227 TRPS1 gene. Now this is where it gets really, really interesting, you guys. Follow me here. TRPS1 gene is a human gene involved in transcriptional repression. It's a gene. It describes that some genes have to be repressed in order for other genes to be expressed. So it will turn off some genes because of timing. So something about like your genes, something about your abilities was temporarily shut off. So something else, like a dominant gene, could be expressed so that they could like come together, if that makes sense. I really hope I'm making sense. Okay. Some genes must be silenced for proper timing in tissue differentiation. By repressing, it helps balance when and where cells divide, grow, or specialize, especially in bone and cartilage formation. So in alchemy, it aligns with the salt principle. The body's crystallized form encoded by spirit. The TRPS1, it's a sculptor chisel in the genome. In astrology terms, it resembles like Saturn meets Venus. Structure, Saturn. Shaping beauty and uniqueness, Venus. So on every level, it regulates bone, hair, and face formation is what this gene does. Spirit, it encodes how your essence choose to be seen in this lifetime. Your essence chooses to be seen in this lifetime. Some kind of gene that's going to be expressed in order for you to be seen in this lifetime. Esoteric, a reminder that Your outer uniqueness is literally written in your DNA, carrying the story of your ancestry and soul's decision for embodiment. Okay. Where? Okay, so the spiritual layers of this, like the TRPS1 gene is literally a shapeshifter gene. It balances beauty, structure, and transformation. This is that transformation. This is structure and beauty. Guys, there's something happening with our genes. Something is being repressed and something is about to be expressed. Maybe you feel this. Now, when it's mutated, when this gene is mutated, okay, yeah, there's too many different scenarios. There's too many different, because sometimes it can help with development, and other times, if it's mutated, it can actually do the opposite. Something about abnormal fingers, toes, and joints, facial features, pear-shaped nose, skeleton abnormalities, and something about chromosome 23 and 24, 23.3, 8q. Guys, something, I don't know. Somebody's going to be, yeah. So in some cancers, it acts as a tumor suppressor. So it's suppressing the cancer, but in others, it may be linked to progression. Exactly. That's what I meant. That's exactly what I was getting to. I don't know. It's the embodiment gene. Embodied identity gene. How your soul's pattern crystallizes into physical appearance and structure. So can we tap into this gene? I wonder. It's like a guardian of thresholds between order and chaos. I don't freaking know. I almost just want to stop. Like, meaning it helps turn on or off other genes by binding to DNA. Okay. Architect of form. It sculpts bones, hair, and structure. Symbolically, it represents the hidden code that makes you visibly yourself in this incarnation. I don't even know what to say right now. Wait. The bones, symbolic of ancestry, foundation, and memory of the soul's lineage. TRPS1 shaping bones suggests it carries karmic ancestral echoes, writing them into the body's architecture. This has got to be the gene where you can access your ancestors. Oh my God, and this is what I'm watching on Wednesday right now. This is so trippy, you guys. Okay. Bring me back. So she's able to access her ancestor from the 1600s where they were all burned. And then my awakening 3 years ago talks about the 1600s and the Salems and the burning and them stealing the light of the children. I feel like we're about to have a gene start expressing itself where we can literally tap in very vividly to our ancestors and see exactly what happened. If anybody else is picking up another code or seeing something that I haven't become aware of yet, please share. On a mental level, it affects patterning of how you structure reality. Since it structures the body, it mirrors how we structure thought. In spiritual, the code of how your spirit essence chooses to manifest in 3D form, you could see it as a soul carving gene. Soul carving gene. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Silence between notes, the space that makes form possible. This gene represents the silence between notes, the space that makes form possible. I'm thinking of the breath, breath work, whenever you can feel and embody spirit and source in between the breaths. And it embodies the archetype of the gatekeeper, ensuring that only the right codes are expressed in the right moment. Shadow aspect. Repression can become suppression. Ancestral trauma, karmic coding written into the body. Light aspect. Repression as sacred discipline. The restraint that allows beauty and structure to emerge in harmony. The main thing to add is that it's not just a builder, but a regulator. You're a builder and a regulator. Its power is in knowing what not to express. You're learning what not to express. I don't even know.